Hi, welcome back to Etrain's Wicked Good Picks. These picks aren't ass. These picks aren't balls in the face. These picks are wicked good. I just want to say before we start, credit to the GOAT, Bill Belichick. I love you to death. You gave me some of the greatest sports memories of my entire life are some Super Bowls, some Patriot comebacks, some Patriot parades, some amazing, amazing memories. And it's really all thanks to Bill Belichick. So, but the last 4 years have been fucking horrible. So he had to go, man. I mean, he's missed how many drafts in a row? How many free agency periods in a row? He's the best of all time, but he's well past his prime. I love him to death, but hope nothing but the best for you, Billy B. Now, on to the wicked good picks. First one, this is the playoffs. Playoffs, baby. Let's do it. So, this wild card weekend should be a wild weekend. We've got Kansas City minus the points. So, I'm not going to give exact spreads because I've been taking my picks throughout the week. And in the playoffs, it's actually an interesting point. Spreads don't really matter. I know that sounds like the dumbest thing you could ever hear from a football handicapper, but the winners cover over 80% of the time. So if you like a team that's a favorite, pick them with the points. And if you like a team that's the underdog, take them money line. Because when underdogs, they almost always win outright. They never rarely cover and don't win. So in the playoffs, if you like a team, just pick them. Let it ride, baby. So it doesn't really matter. 4.5, 4, 3.5. It's not the same as the regular season. It's the playoffs is different. So Kansas City minus the points. I got it at 3.5. It's moved to 4.5. It might even move more. I just think Kansas City's better. I think Kansas City is more experienced in the playoffs. I think Andy Reid and Mahomes have been here a million times. They're at home. It's going to be frigid temperatures. The Miami Dolphins have a Hawaiian guy for their quarterback. No offense, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but I don't see the Miami Dolphins team doing well in sub-zero temperatures. And this is going to be like fucking cold, like really, really cold. So we'll see. The Miami Dolphins injury report is troubling. They're missing a lot of their defensive linemen, and almost all. I think Waddle might play, but he's not going to be 100%. Tyreek Hill is clearly not 100%. Both their running backs. So, I like Kansas City in this game. On to the next pick. I like Matthew Stafford over in his passing yards. Now, this might be my favorite pick of the week. When I saw this number, it was so low, I was shocked. I'm not sure what it is now. I haven't looked in a few days, but it was at like 270 something. If you really want to have some nuts, you could probably go to the alternate passing yards and hit plus 300. Get some good plus money on this bet. I just think Stafford's going to shred this Detroit team. I think this Detroit front is good against the run, not great against the pass. I think Detroit might get ahead in this game. I think the Rams will be forced to pass. I think Cooper Kupp, I also like his props. He balls in the playoffs. I think Matt Stafford hitting 300 yards is very likely in this game. So I like over any passing prop with the Rams. Now on to the next pick. I like the Pittsburgh and Buffalo over. I know. This is a contrarian pick of me. Everyone's picking the under. This is going to be gale force wins. It started at around 40. It's gone all the way down to 36. I got it at 36. It might even be lower by now. Who knows? I think it's too low. If you look in the past, Mike Tomlin led defenses give up play in high-scoring playoff games. The last few years, they've had very high-scoring playoff games. It's not like they've had unbelievable offenses or unbelievable quarterbacks. They just do. And the Bills are definitely more to a high-scoring game. I think this goes over 36 easily. I mean, you're telling me 24-13 is over? No problem. The wind will be a factor. It will affect kicks. It will affect deep throws. But I think both these two teams have great rushing offenses. and will be able to move the ball despite the wind, despite the factor. All right. So Pittsburgh, Buffalo, over. If you can get it lower than 36, love that for you. The next bet is Rashid White over his rushing total. I got it at 64.5, but if it's a little over than that, no worries. I just think this Eagles defense is easy to be had here. The last few backs they faced. Now, Barkley went under, but he only had like 10, 12 carries. He didn't. The yards per rush this Eagles defense is giving up is a lot. I think this is going to be a very competitive game between Tampa and the Eagles. And I think a competitive game means that Tampa's going to try to stay balanced. Baker Mayfield's a little nicked up. I think they're going to try to run the ball a lot. And I think if Rashid White gets 15, 18, 20 carries, he is going to soar over this total. So Rashid White over his rushing yards. Now the last pick, is a little 6-point teaser. I got the Browns and Dallas. So the Browns, I know I'm a sicko. I went across 0. So it went from 2.5 to 3.5. So now instead of being the favorite, now they're a 3.5-point underdog. So if the Browns lose by 3, I still win. Love that for me. And now Dallas is minus 1.5. So Dallas is close to a money line at that point. So they just have to win by a very small margin, and the Browns have to keep it close. I think Texans-Browns is going to be a very close game. Not sure which way to pick it, but I think it's a field goal game either way. That's why I went with the teaser. And Dallas, I think Dallas is seriously better than the Packers, but I don't know if it's going to show up on the scoreboard in a big, massive victory. But I do think Dallas goes on. I think Dallas at home is a juggernaut, and I think they're going to beat the Packers. Only thing that gives me pause is if the Packers can get Aaron Jones going, that is the Achilles heel of Dallas, is their run defense. So if you can run the ball effectively, get Aaron Jones going, keep Dak Prescott on the bench, control time of possession, the Packers might make this the game. So that's why I didn't pick Dallas or the Browns straight up with the spread, but I love a teaser. So this gives me action in every single game. We've got the Browns in a teaser. We've got Kansas City with the points. Then we've got the Pittsburgh Buffalo over. Then we've got the Dallas in a teaser. Then the Sunday night game, we've got Stafford overs. And then in the Monday night game, we've got the Rashard White overs. So love that for us. Those are Etrain's wicked good picks. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what your best bets are for this wild card weekend. Let me know your favorite Bill Belichick memory, whether it's a Super Bowl or a quote, or I'll always remember on to Cincinnati. That was just the most dickiest thing of all time. It's pretty hilarious, actually. You got asked like 6 to 12 different questions and just answered it with the exact same thing over and over again. And it wasn't Marshawn Lynch. So, I love it. I love it. Alright, thanks for tuning in. This is E-Train's Wicked Good Picks. Till next time.